This is the two best cinema camera from Sony. The Sony FX6 and the Sony FX3, which is Netflix approved. But the question is, which camera is the best for you? Hello guys, so today's vlog, join me as I put these two Netflix approved camera from Sony, Sony FX6 and Sony FX3. And let's do a side-by-side specs comparison and let's see which camera is the best for you. But again, before anything else, if you like photography, if you like this kind of content, please consider to subscribe and hit the notification bell so at least you'll be updated for all the videos that I will upload regarding photo, video, tutorial, and comparison. So without further ado, let's start now guys. First, let's see and check the price, announced date and price of the both camera. Again, the Sony FX6 announced last November 17 of 2020 with the price of 5,998 or let's say 6,000 US dollar, while the Sony FX3 announced last February 23 of 2021 with the price of 3,700 US dollars. So again, that price is based on one of the famous shop in US. So again, the price will be depends on your local market. So again, guys, let's jump into the reason why we will select the Sony FX3 over the Sony FX6. So first, you have more cheaper body. It's a cheaper body. You have a sensor chip in-built image stabilization. You have external flash view. Sensor resolution is more better, which is 12 megapixel and 10 megapixel. By the way, both camera is cinema camera, so it doesn't matter how many megapixel because this built for video. You have for FX3 you can take photos, but 12 megapixel. But again, you have more option on that. You have A1 or A9 Mark III or A7 IV. But again, this is we will base on the cinema. So, yan. Maximum native ISO is 102.400,000 compared for 12,800. You have more lighter because it's more smaller body, which is 716 grams, compared with 860 grams of Sony FX6. It's a weather sealed, and the FX6 is not weather sealed. I wonder why it's not a weather sealed camera. It's 6,000 US dollar. But again, it's a AI bracketing with the Bluetooth connection, digital video stabilization, animal eye autofocus tracking, focus mapping, webcam function, anti-flicker, and it's compatible with the DJI RS4 Pro. So again, if you want to put in the DJI stabilizer, the FX3 is not fully compatible, but it's compatible with the DJI RS4 with some function like Bluetooth with a wire, and I'll show you in the screen which is compatible and is not compatible based on the specs. Yan. That's the reason why you will choose the Sony FX3 over the Sony FX6. So again guys, let's check the reason why we will choose the Sony FX6 over the Sony FX3. Again, you have a timecode terminal. This timecode terminal is synchronized audio and video recordings with the IP streaming. So IP streamings deliver video over the internet. So if you want to make it live, broadcast, you have IP streaming. Also, you have SDI connection, SDI and HDMI. Why only HDMI for the Sony FX3? You have SDI connection for FX6. It's a better connection. You can make up to 50 meters, I think. Yeah, 50 meters. Or you can make it more longer. But again, 50 meters are too long already. Compared with the Sony FX3, which is you can use only HDMI cable. Yeah. So another solution is you can use wireless monitor HDMI connection like Holy Land, Mars series. Okay, you have shutter angle settings, waveform, vector scope. LCD screen is more bigger because it's 3.5 inch compared for 3 inch of the Sony FX3. The maximum video resolution is 4K. 4K by means 4096 over 2160 compared with Ultra HD or 3840 by 2160 of Sony FX3. You have built-in ND filter which is 7-stop, and if you want to use a stabilizer, the best stabilizer from the FX6 is the DJI RS2 because it's more bigger body, so you need a more bigger stabilizer. So that's the comparison between these two cameras. So let's check also the internal recording modes of both camera. The FX6 can record H2.65 long GOP, that's XAVC, HS422 10-bit, or Ultra HD of 4K, 3840 by 2160 at 1 to 120 frames, 50 to 200 megabytes per second. So that's the high speed. Again, I will put you in the screen regarding on also in the description the internal recording for both camera. Regarding for Sony FX3, you can record up to XAVC, DSI 4K 4096 by 2060 up to 60 frames and 600 megabytes per second. For Sony FX3. Again, the specs side by side I will put in the screen and also in the description because it's too long, guys. So, yan guys, regarding for similarity, they share some similarity. Again, they have a dual base ISO, gyroscopic stabilization, in-body mounting points, lens breathing correction, unlimited video recording. You have also XLR input, both FX6 and FX3, wireless connection, fully articulated touchscreen, face detection focus, maximum continuous shooting burst mode, face detection focus, and microphone and headphone port, full-size HDMI port, NFC connection, two storage slot, CFXS card type A, smartphone remote, and eye tracking focus. So that's the similarity between this FX6 and FX3. Also the comparison. But again, guys, at the end, it depends on your usage. So if you are more into production usage, I would suggest with the FX6 with the built-in ND filter and yeah. And again, but if you are like a content creator or something like small production company or for small business, then I think the FX3 is more than enough. So it's good also. But again, this both camera is a Netflix approved camera. So again, guys, I will leave you to decide which camera do you think is enough for you. The FX3, the smaller body FX3, or the bigger body with the FX6. Actually, FX3 you need to rig more, so it looks more bigger when you rig the FX3. So one day I will show you the rig of FX3. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for today's vlog. Again, if you want to check the price and availability of these two products, you can visit our website www.abworld.com. So yan guys, hanggang dito na lang. Thank you and mabuhay.